We are now in season 2, and there have been so many balance changes at the beginning of this season and in the middle of last season, as well as 2 new heroes in the game. So it's time for us to make some changes to our tier list. I've also made some changes to the tiers. We still have the S, A, B, and C, but now you've got S tier, best of the best, A tier, S when mastered, B, very good. It's just that their skill ceiling is not as high as the S and the A tier. And then we have the C as viable. I feel like T3 Arena is one of these games where you can find success with any single one of these heroes, and the differences are so small. But with that being said, there are still some differences, so we'll make these changes here today. And of course, it's all opinion based, so if I place one of your favorite heroes in a lower tier, don't feel like, you have to be upset about that. If you find success, have fun and continue to play your hero. But I still feel like this is probably going to be my most controversial tier list because I will be making some changes. So in the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think of these changes, and let's have this debate. But first of all, we do have 2 new heroes. You got the Chemist and the Yas. So a new healer in the game. Chemist also got a recent buff. So with the buff that came in, increasing her damage on direct hits, her AoE damage, and her projectile range, as well as the decay, she now has some burst healing, and the meta has changed significantly, which is why I'm going to be moving some heroes around as well, because in the beginning we just didn't have as many heroes and the meta was a little bit different. But now the burst healing I find actually more valuable than the steady healing of an Iris. So Iris is going to be coming down out of the S tier into A. Notice if it's S when mastered, if you put in like 50, 100 games and you're cracked with the hero, sure, you can play it at the highest level of the game. Any of these heroes, SA, gonna be cracked. But I feel like with everybody playing these high damage heroes, the Glorias, Hunters, Judix, all these heroes that just do so much damage, the steady healing is not as good as the burst healing that comes from Chemist. And Chemist actually has the ability to solo carry now that they've increased her damage. Her ultimate allows her to become this crazy tank. She can peel for herself, she can heal from such a long distance, and everything is burst. And the craziest part is she can heal and do damage at the same time whenever somebody is close. So in a way, she can actually function as an off tank, and I just been loving the Chemist. She knocks Iris down from the S tier. But the next heroes that we're going to have a look at here is going to be the tank category. So the Ruby, the Jabali, and the Victor. So crazy changes here, but Jabali is actually going to be going up to the S tier, and Ruby is going to be coming down to the A tier. Now, don't get this twisted. Ruby is still one of my favorite heroes in the game, and you best believe we play her at an S tier level. But once again, with the meta switching to this high DPS, her shields fall kind of quickly, and in comparison to Jabali, she can die to one shot from an Osas and from a Hua Ling. Jabali will not die to that one shot. His shield also has I think it's 5 times more health on the shield, and it's very hard to miss with this gun. As long as you're literally pointing at them, it does the same amount of damage, whether you're hitting them in the head or hitting them at the foot. So either way, you're going to be maximizing your damage, maximizing your value. If your shield is out, the gun is reloading. If your gun is out, the shield is reloading health. So Jabali is kind of crazy. I feel like he gets way more ultimates off as well, whether it's the front shield, if you're playing like one of those payload game modes, or if it's going to be his spinning ability where he gets damage reduction. He just gets way more ultimate. So the use case for Jabali, the utility that you find with this hero, is just way higher than Ruby. And especially at level 10, the differences between their abilities, she gets a little bit more tanky, and then he has this ability that boosts everybody's damage around him. Jabali is S tier. Ruby only gets her ultimate like once a game, and nowadays, for whatever reason, it doesn't feel as strong as it was in the beginning when people didn't know how to counter it. But now it's like, if you see the Ruby, you hide behind the wall, bro, that ultimate has gone down. So you have to play her to perfection to get her at that S tier level. Next, we're going to be moving my good old boy Mark down. Mark is... He just doesn't, it's true, he does not have the potential to reach S, in my opinion. I feel like he has a lot of damage. He's very strong in the mid-range, of course, and they even just buffed him, so I know it's weird that I'm dropping him from A tier to S tier, but once again, the meta's changing, people are figuring it out, people are getting better. So if your champions don't have utility or some sort of insane damage or value, you can't actually use them. So the issue with Mark is he's one of those heroes that now it's like jack of all trades, master of none. In the mid-range, he's strong, but he can still get outgunned by Scatty. He can still get outgunned by Judix. Hunter's gonna beat him out in the mid-range. Gloria's gonna beat him out in the mid-range. So at his best range, there's multiple heroes that clearly outshine him. And then at the close range, don't even get me started. There's so many really good close range heroes, and he really can't be utilized from the long range. His ability, the rocket is decent. Once again, it's just too straightforward. It's very easy to miss. And even if you hit the rocket, it's like, it's just not enough. He doesn't do enough. You know, he's a free-for-all legend, though. This is one of the best heroes in the game when it does come to the free-for-all game mode. But outside of that, when this game goes competitive, it's going to be all about the team game modes. You need some utility and you need some versatility. And I just feel like Mark does not bring that to the table. Now, next up, we do have Labula. Labula got a nice little buff. Labula's kind of crazy now. So we're going to move Labula up from the C into the B tier. I still don't believe Labula is one of those heroes that can be like S1 mastered. She's just not there. You know, she's got some really good damage now on her shoulders. She has nice little shields. The ultimate, the silent ultimate's actually kind of crazy. So, ooh, low key. But I think that's still kind of troll. We'll leave her in the very good category. There might be some crazy Labulas that, you know, find some crazy value with that ultimate. But I feel like now, especially with Chemist in the game, they're both sort of like off tanks where they're going to be playing the front line. They have more health. I feel like Chemist being in that same role, and then on top of it, she has heals, is completely better than Labula. And if you're going to play AoE damage, if that's what you're looking for, then Christina is a better pick. So for off tank, I still think Ruby, I mean, she's not necessarily a tank. She's an off tank, better than Labula. So I think Labula is going to sit nice and pretty there in the B tier. Kazuma, you're coming down from B to C. Once again, I changed B. B used to be viable and C used to be not good. So now B is very good and C is viable. So even though he's dropping a tier, he's still about the same from before. He's a viable hero. He's good. You can still find, you can find some value with him, but there's just all these other heroes in the game just bring way more to the table. We already talked about the Chemist, and then Ya being the new hero in the game. Ooh, I love Ya. She is so fun to play, but at the end of the day, Ya's going up into the A tier. If you play her at an S tier level, it's very possible. You master this hero, she can be insane, but I'm telling you guys, for the majority of players in comparison to the Aletta and the Ya. First of all, Aletta smokes Ya in the 1v1. I gotta be completely honest with you. It's very difficult. Ya only has 9 bullets in her pistol. If Aletta's dashing around all the time, she's not going to be able to hit even half of her shots. Won't be able to get her into the execute range. Aletta can dash away. She can heal, which is insane. So in a 1v1, I think the Aletta's still the better brawler between the two of them. But even in a team-based situation, right, if the other team's got shields and it starts getting to that high-level gameplay where everybody's grouped up, you're going to find it a little bit difficult to find that value with Aletta or with Ya. And she's very punishing to play as well. Aletta has 3 dashes compared to Ya's 1, and even though it is an execute, Aletta can continuously abuse her dash, and her ultimate loads up every like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever it is. So she's always able to heal. Even with the double jump, starts to go crazy. So Ya is the flashier player. She's got the higher skill ceiling for sure. But it's so difficult to get that full value out of her, I feel like. And watch out though. Don't get it twisted, because we can play her at the S level. Just wait for the next Ya video. I've been loving her second ultimate, and I feel like having an escape that's crazy is pretty good. But Aletta's whole kit is literally an escape. She's got the double jump, triple dashes, heals. She can go invisible, or she can just be really fast and heal 24/7. So I feel like even though the skill ceiling might be higher than, with Ya, I feel like in the best team comps head to head, I think Aletta still edges her out for that S tier. Now, there were some other changes that happened in this recent balance change, and Hua Ling was a big one. When I first dropped Hua Ling into the tier list, I put her into the A tier because I felt like, hitting someone in the head is going to be very difficult for most players. And I was right, but what I was wrong about was the fact that I didn't realize the hitbox was so big. So I put her in A tier. The hitbox became massive, so for probably a couple of weeks, she was an S tier hero without a doubt. They've nerfed the hitbox, so now it's way smaller. Most Hua Lings have been complaining to me, talking about the nerf was way too hard. When in reality, I went into the testing ring, and you can still hit people just barely above their head. It's not anywhere near as bad as before, but now most Hua Lings can't play her to that to that level. You couldn't just be someone that just hopped onto the game and started one-shotting everyone. Now you actually have to get games under your belt. Now you actually have to hit them in the head. So because of that, I still think she holds solid here in the A tier. For the other heroes, I think everybody's in a pretty good spot. Shell, I know, everybody my Shell Maxis, the ones that love her, are so mad at me for putting her into the B tier. But it's like, she's a very good hero. It's just at the highest level of the game, all things considered equal, Aletta smoking her in a 1v1. Diggy rocks her in a 1v1 and finds that value. When you master the Diggy, you can really two-shot people into the ground. Yaz got better, you know, executes, team play, all that good stuff. And she does, that's another tip I forgot. She does rely a little bit more on the team in comparison to Aletta. So, team play. Shell is just like, she's very good, but bro, just not on the same skill cap as the rest of the heroes. Victor's another one that I want to talk about a little bit here. Victor is a strong hero, and there's a lot of really top tier players that know how to play him like crazy, especially in payload escort where they run in like Jabali and Victor in the same team comp. Victor can be crazy. I still put him in very good. Most players are not going to find that value, and having the shields with Jabali and Ruby, I feel like in most game mode, is still going to provide a lot more value than just being able to headbutt somebody. But Victor, very good hero. Christina, I played with the number 1 Christina in the world. He was crazy, and he showed me that, you know, that power of being able to play it at the S tier level. Most players will struggle though. Scatty's always just been, you know, hard, accurate. You got to hit your shots. We talked a little bit about Iris 30. She's got the steady heals. One thing about the Iris to Chemist, Iris does have a better ultimate than Chemist, but outside of that, I feel like the steady heals, the steady gun, you know, burst heal is going to be better in the long run. Judix, we already know, very strong. Hunter, very strong. Osas, Glory. These heroes are, these 4 right here, you don't even got to talk about. Sindri with the bot. This here is a solid tier list. So let me know what you guys think of that in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's hop into the gameplay. Out of all like the, mirror matchups, I dislike the Aletta versus Aletta the most. Especially if they're running the same ultimate I am. It's so annoying. Because we basically just look at each other and we can't kill each other. But let's see here. We're going to go for a quick flank.
I am more than you think.
He heard me or just knew, bro? That's nuts. He's not running the same ultimate at least. At least he's not running the same ultimate with that Aletta. That makes me happy. Trying to flank this Hunter.
I am more than you think.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I can fry them. That's what I'm gonna just focus on all those characters. If I can get a letter, I'll get a letter, but I can definitely farm the other guys. No, bro, what? I'm not in the hole yet? Oh my gosh. If I could have got down there and grabbed the heal, that would have been nuts.
I am more than you think.
This is gonna hurt.
Holy cow.
Go!
Leave me alone. I don't want to fight anymore, bro. Can only fight after I've killed your 2 teammates and I'm weak.
I am more than you think.
Oh, there are so many bombs on the floor. She had like 100 bombs on the floor, bro. Chill out, Christina, bro. Like, chill out, bro. There's no way. There's no way that's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, let's not be toxic, bro. Let's not be toxic. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am more than this. Go! Just kidding.
Hunter's flanking. I gotta let it happen though.
I am more than this.
Reset. Come play my Sindri's little ball.
I am more than this.
Get another one of these if you don't mind. Oh, I didn't even use my other one. Gotta get out of there. It's too much heat.
I am more than this.
They're low. They're getting their clocks spun though. I'm destroying those other two in a 2v1. And Aletta can't find value because Sindri's holding it down with her bot. That's tough. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go!
Molly whopped, yo. Oh, we got the thing? Let me get a little lick. Let me get a lick. Let me get a lick. Yeah. Man, Letta's trying to single me out. It's so funny. She can't kill the other two, so she has to single me out while I...
I am more than this.
Oh, domination. No words. They got us on that big boy control map, and in this matchup, I don't mind it because I'm playing Gloria, high DPS. Once again, this goes back to me talking about the whole Iris and
This place is fascinating.
Iris and Gloria. I'm sorry, Iris and Chemist. Where Gloria, all these high DPS units, you need DPS healing. Like, that little healing she got going on, bro, is not enough. Simply put. And this map is nuts because you got to push up for pressure. Apply pressure up front. They got to walk a long way. Not too worried about Victor. I'm looking for the other guys. So much damage. This map is so big, and the reason why you want to... So this map, the biggest tip on this map is you want to play this far up because the zone is so far back that there's literally nothing they can do. And if they do manage to kill us, we spawn, and then they still have to get to the point, and then we can get to the point You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Is there no other door they can come out of? That's sad, actually. It's a firing range for me. See, there's a good burst healing from Iris, but it's like only in the ultimate. Y'all struggling with her, bro? I got you. It's not your fault though. She has healing. You guys don't have the burst. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Not gonna lie, that was just the glorious show. Hey, 19-0. My boy AE0's in the game, bro. This is about to be tough. Man, spitting on me, bro. 3 kills already. Okay. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Tracking hostiles.
Let me lock in, bro. Let me lock in. Let me lock in, AE. Come on, baby. No, no, no. Second I get hit by Labula, I stop challenging. Yeah. Just kidding. Good dash.
Tracking hostiles.
It's like hearing all this noise. Can't believe my shots flew off. I died to her now. And then I give it up to 0? Oh, that's so AIDS. That's so AIDS. That makes me sad. Oh my gosh, Atomic.
Tracking hostiles.
Hit your shots, dude. KS.
Triple kill.
GG. Oh, it's not GG's. This is the new free-for-all. This is the new free-for-all. No, Atomic lock-in. Okay, it's first to 15. I said GG's and almost dropped my iPad, bruh. Oh, he fell off the map. It took away a kill. Good throw.
Tracking hostiles.
You don't want to win, bro. You don't want to win. Yeah. Talk about a sweaty lobby, bro. Look at the trophy count on the competition. Sheesh. That was nuts, dude.